Currently we're at Bohermeen for the Beggan Memorial Scratch Race, and here we see the C3s, the lead group. Certainly I think it's the C3s, but it seems a very large group here, coming in front, coming toward us now, and it does seem like the C3s are still in the lead of this race as they go by. Still the C3s. Now we'll just have to wait and see how much of a gap they have. That's 30 seconds in there. It seems like it's going to be, as we wait. Whistles being blown by the stewards here, the marshals, and that is a rider. I think that is a C3 dropped rider, or is that a Carlo Dan Morrissey rider here? I'm trying to pick out. They're still 200 meters away. I think that's a dropped C3 because there's the lead car for the C2s behind it. Getting very tense here in Bohermeen as we see this is the dropped C3. And now here comes the lead group for the C2s. Oh, leading car. So we're just outside the finish line here, but still laps to go. Big group. I think the C1s have joined up with them. Here we see solo rider from Bray, I think. Bray Wheeler's rider trying to go solo. Now they're sitting up here, Orwell rider and a couple others sitting up here. And there's a rider off the back from Carlow Road Cycling Club. And the C2s. So C1s and C2s are together there, and it is not too long, about a minute and 20, I think, between the two groups. You'd certainly think now the C2s are going to be burned off quite soon. That Lone Bray Wheelers rider as well having a go, and the Orwell Wheelers rider on the front seeming to be sitting up, so that could lead to some big changes here. Also not leading to anything good for the C3s who are out in the front, because that will give a better inclination for all those C1s and C2s to chase even harder. So, we still have numerous kilometers to go. I'm not sure how many laps, but I'll keep you guys posted live here from Bohermeen. So here, 4 laps to go now, and we have a lone rider. And it's one of the cleans here from Kilcullen, and that means the C1s have caught up, and the C2s. Big chase here going on behind. 2 riders trying to get away here, looking to chase Bohermeen. One man goes, a couple of C3s there, and they're flying past the finish line. That is 4 laps to go. Keep you posted on everything else that happens now. So that is basically the situation here. A couple of dropped riders coming through, but they probably won't be in contention anymore. I think it's tied clean out front for Kilcullen, but not completely sure. Don't quote me on that. So yeah, big move at 4 laps to go, and that just shows how fast the C1s were going when they met up with the C2s, that they caught up to the C3s that quickly. So I'll wait another lap before I give you some more content. See you then. We have 2 riders away coming into the 3 laps to go. That is one of the cleans and a Dan Morrissey rider. And who's on the front? It's an Orwell rider, then it's a Bohermeen rider here. This is the main peloton. Some riders struggling to stay on as the pace is so high. And we see that there certainly is a gap, but that is not one that seems to be sticking as the peloton chases. I don't know, will the peloton catch them? It's hard to tell. I don't think they'll stick it from here though. Only 2 riders up against definitely Bohermeen in their home race, pulling a lot. That one Orwell rider who was on the front earlier, also on the front. so I think they're going to be caught. Probably by the next time they come around, they'll be caught. But I'll say by then someone else will have gone. That's just the nature of this race. So 3 laps to go, and probably like 15 or so minutes until they'll be back around. But yeah, so no gaps because they're all back together. Prepared for the leaders to come around once again. Here comes the lead car and the other lead vehicle. So 2 laps to go once they cross the line. Signboard prepared and ready. And here we go. Still the 2 out front. It's a good gap. It's a good gap here. Want to see how much they have. Same 2 riders. One from Dan Morrissey, one from, here's the main group now. One from Dan Morrissey, one from Kilcullen. We see here, tearing towards us is, it's not the main peloton, it's a group of 3. And as we look at it, they're going to have 30 seconds. Or so. Maybe 25. And here comes the main group. One rider off the main group trying to go with. And here comes the rest of the main group. They're staying up now. They can't let this go away. They're coming into 2 laps to go here. And they're letting this get away. So they're going to have to work harder than that now. Nearly a minute gap. About 45, 50 seconds from the peloton, as I'd say the big group, between the leaders. So definitely good opportunity for those 3 going across to bridge, and also that lad that rider who went off the front of the peloton, because seems to be a lot of sitting up in that peloton, and that's not the way to win a race. 1 lap to go once they cross the line, and there's a group here. 5 riders, and this is the group on the front. And Bohermeen, Orwell, Lucan, Dan Morrissey, and Kilcullen are represented in the front here. And they're gone, nearly out of sight now. Around the bend they go, followed by the motocom. Bell rings for them, and I don't think it's the main peloton here. 2 riders, then 1, then the big group. It's looking like 30 seconds here. Here they come. 2 riders, Bray and Bohermeen, and then we see more coming. There's the main peloton, and that's the line. The bell for this group. There goes a Drogheda Wheelers rider, maybe testing the waters to see can they pull this back. But my money is on that breakaway of 5. I don't know who, but definitely the money is on the breakaway of 5. 1 lap to go here. Bell gone, and here we go. I'll be at the line for this finish, and I'll be live from it. So here we are coming in for the finish now, and you can start to see the riders. 1 rider, a solo, is it? See, is that a solo rider or is that a lapped rider? I do think it's a lapped rider. Or certainly a rider. Yeah, that is a rider. That is certainly going to be lapped now. Here comes the leaders now. 5 riders still, I think, in this lead group. Lapped rider there. Here we go. Here's the sprint. Dan Morrissey here attacks on the left-hand side. Got the power line. Left-hand side for Dan Morrissey. It's going to be Dan Morrissey all the way. Dan Morrissey. Bohermeen 2nd. 3rd for Orwell. 4th for Lucan. Clean though. Dropped. Going to be 5th. And that is your roundup of the top 5. So here in Bohermeen, rider from Dan Morrissey is the winner. And